scattering it begins.
Fellow member of the tribe up here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Passover. You guys following that shit? It's not over. I thought it was over tomorrow. I don't know. Right in the belly of the hungry beast. I haven't had bread in like forever. It's horrible. I love like talking about the history of Passover because like my friends are always sort of asking me like what's it all about. And I explain, like, it's called Passover because, like, back in the day, we'd smear blood on the doorpost. You guys know the story, the angel of death at Passover. And we, like, sort of commemorate that nowadays because we have, like, our mezuzahs. We put them on the doors. But, like, I don't like to think that we do it for the angel of death because he's not going to bother with us anyway. I feel like we're doing it to, like, tell door-to-door salesmen not to even bother. Yeah. So, I'd love to forget all the peanut butter has been sort of talked about, but I can't help it. I gotta talk about it a little more. Peter Pan, you guys know about this like whole scandal where they had like salmonella in their peanut butter and like kids were dying and they weren't. Ooh, I'm glad I came here. Okay, what's it called? Peter Pan peanut butter. Yeah, there's like all the salmonella and the peanut butter. They didn't say shit about it, and it was real villainous. But like, I thought the worst part was that like at the forefront of this company is like this beloved fictitious character that like little kids look up to, and that's what they like have to think about. Like, can you imagine? Peter Pan, he sort of flies in through the window, and they go, "Yay, Peter Pan, we never want to grow up." And he's like, "That's perfect. Have some sandwiches." So I had to like, I don't know, it was hard for me to figure out where to park, and I'm still worried I'm going to get a ticket, because like meter maids, I feel like they're like the spawn of Satan, or at least like they're interviewed by Satan. It's like the worst job in the world. I don't know like what kind of an asshole wakes up in the morning and is like, "I'm going to go out there and ruin everyone's day. I'm going to put papers on their cars when they're there for 2 minutes longer than they should be. I'm going to charge them all kinds of money." And like, what kind of a degenerate would wake up and think of something like that? And then I sent in an application, and like 2 weeks ago, Satan's actually not that bad of a guy. I've already like had my interview. "So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?" "Well, Prince of Darkness. Can I call you Prince of Darkness? I'm still in college right now, and I'm considering comedy and then law school." "Never mind, you got the job." Yeah, so, Satan. And I love this whole Passover thing, because now like the Jews getting out of Egypt, they got lost for 40 years. I can never relate to that, because like I don't get lost. I have a really good like head on my shoulders. That was fun. Can we come back here again sometime? It's like, okay, well, what I'm saying is that like I don't get lost, but I did get lost once, and it wasn't my fault because it happened in IKEA. And like that fucking place. There's like arrows on the floor. They don't say what they're pointing to. They're just pointing. And you have to like blindly hope that you're gonna get to where you want to go. I went in there like wanting like a frame, and then I'm standing in like shower curtains, and I'm holding lingonberry. What the hell is lingonberry juice? Sweden? Sweden? Really? Sweden? I think it's Sweden. Fuck Sweden. Ridiculous. They serve all that food. They say it's like organic. You guys like that organic food stuff? Organic? I don't understand that. Oh, well, snappers. Oh God, I'm gonna go hide. Yeah, the organic stuff. I never got it. Because like to me, organic means like straight out of nature, like handmade. Like nature and hands, that's all gross. Like if you guys like really thought about nature, it's like fucking and fighting. That's all it is. And like blood and drool and horrible mess. Like I want my food like made by robots, and lots of them. Because like robots, they don't poop on things. You know, if a robot like calls in sick one day, it's just destroyed, and that's the end of it. Plus like Mark McGuire, the dude with like the biceps the size of my head, you don't get that by like eating natural Flintstone vitamins. You get that by like injecting science in your ass. Like, yeah, I want to be like that guy. My roommate and I don't get along with my roommate. We like don't see eye to eye on like little things. We sort of have like different mindsets, different personalities, you know. Like the perfect example, in the bathroom, the toilet paper roll. See, I like the toilet paper roll to be like the flap on top of the toilet paper. So that way you can like see it and tear it off easier, and it doesn't like, you don't have to like contort your arm in some weird way to get to it. Whereas he's a member of the Ku Klux Klan. Oh, I forgot, I shouldn't have mentioned that here. I mean, I'm one of you guys, but you know, they're coming after all of us. All right, let's go. Let's see. What do we got? Yeah. All right. So you guys have parties here? I'm not going to judge you. I don't mind it at all. Wow. That's pretty cool. I gotta say props to that. It's like there's like these people who have these incredibly loud parties like right outside my parking lot. I live like a couple houses down. And it's just like this horrible nightmare. They're just making noise into like all hours of the night. And the worst part about it is like they're always sort of rationalizing it. Because, you know, oh, we can have a party today. It's Mashed Monday, or Tipsy Tuesday, Wasted Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Fucked Up Friday. Like, why? Just have your parties. I don't give a shit what you're doing. Just quiet down. But like, I was talking to my friends, and they said like the best thing you can do for yourself is get some like white noise and introduce white noise into your room, and it'll just sort of drown it all out. And that didn't work. Like, try falling asleep listening to the Dixie Chicks. It's just no good. Just like that joke. So yeah, I was at a. It's all good. It's all good, man. If I was doing better, I'd be offended. But so I was at whatchamacallit? I was at McDonald's the other day. Sorry to say it, I hate McDonald's and everything it stands for, but I was there, and I was there, and I didn't know what I wanted. I was sort of hungry, but not very hungry, so I decided I think a Happy Meal is like the perfect balance. So I ordered a Happy Meal, and the woman behind the counter said, "Well, where's your child?" I said, "I don't have a child." She said, "You need a child to order a Happy Meal." I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Don't you know the rules, sir?" I'm like, "What rules?" Happiness is only allowed for children. And I'm going to leave you guys with a little tip, a little insight into the male mind, okay? If you ever see a guy do one of these three things, or he doesn't know if he's put on deodorant that day. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm Michael Applebaum.